We are live. Christian's telling me joke grenades. I used to be blonder. Now I don't know, what am I now? I'm kind of like a mess.
Andy?
I have blonde
This is
roots.
my real hair, and then down here there's some highlights and stuff left. You can see it. So my line used to be on blonde, and I pay extra for extra blonde, but nowadays I'm just kind of like dishwater brown. I don't know what I am. But hello and welcome anybody that's coming on. We're broadcasting a couple different places, and definitely say hi. But I am getting my hair done when I come back. I'm getting a whole new look, Christian. I'm getting a whole new look.
Like that?
I'm getting a whole new jam, whole new deal.
I'm getting more salt with my pepper.
Yeah, but I like it. I like the natural. Yeah. I like that. I'm trying to decide because I do have the grays coming in a little bit. Yes, we're going to do business. Really, we are. Hello, everybody. I have like more now. Ever since COVID, I have more wrinkles and more gray hair. So I'm deciding what I want to do. I don't have enough for it to be enough, if you know what I mean. You have enough for it to be enough. It looks good. So hello. So we are going to do, if you haven't met us before, my name is Diane Hockman. I'm the founder of the BeClub. I'm joined by Christian and Car Wash Alice today. The crazy cast of characters, which will be expanding next week. All of you that are fully participating in what we have going on, we're going to start to expand the cast of characters and bring everybody into the fold. So it's exciting. But
and they are characters.
And that's
we
it.
Would know.
You'll do good here. We have a cool little club where we talk about marketing and life, and the whole concept is being and learning to be who you are and expand who you are, and that brings you more business. So it's kind of a completely different approach, because in the past we've all been taught to be somebody different so that we could get business. And I've been banging my drum for 15 years now. Like literally, I have one of those big drums, like dom, 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 banging my drum, saying the more authentic you become and the more you become, the more likely you are to get the business that you want. So that's what BeClub's all about. It's free. It's open to the public. Ask the person that shared this video with you for an invite. It is by invite only. Some of you people try to sneak in. You think, oh, I'm smart. I'm going to search for the Facebook group. I'm just going to be invited. Can't. And there's all kinds of reasons why, which we're not going to discuss today. But this morning, it's morning here, it's afternoon there for some of you, for you guys. I want to talk about a topic that I think is really important. And usually I come out on Monday nights, but my life is full tonight. So I'm out now. The topic is learning a skill and then having it pay you over and over and over again. Jane, if you happen to be watching, you can still jump on. She's saying, I'm sorry I missed it. If you're free, if you're not free, it's all good. I have my peeps with me. More peeps are always good. Learning a skill and having it pay you over and over and over. Right now, the wisdom in the marketplace, and I'm actually going to work on one of those skills as we speak, or use one of my skills during this. We've moved from a place where there used to be a couple of teachers. Good morning, William. Couple of teachers. Isn't it nighttime there, though? Isn't it nighttime there? Are you just being polite to us? Hi, Teresa. We've moved from a place where there used to be a couple of teachers, and if you're network marketing, you're uplines or a mentor. And now there's training on every corner. There's a training offer. I can't go through my feed without 7,000 offers. And I think it's great because there's more information than ever. And I am an information junkie. I use a different word in private, but in public, I will say information junkie. The other one, I'll tell you guys later. Actually, I'm going to tell you in our chat right now. You guys, you got your phones?
Oh.
You got your
which chat?
The BeClub leader chat. Okay. I am an information.
Fill in the blank.
And the other
anybody gets it right, I'll send it.
The other people in the chat are going to be like, what? What is she doing? That's what I am. That's what I am. Did you see it, Christian? It's naughty. You don't have to write me back in there. It's naughty, right? It's naughty. Information junkie. I love information. When Google was born, I praised God and said, thank you so much, all the information. I was the kid that used to go to library, and I would be in the Dewey Decimal card deck thing, sitting looking for stuff, and I would hit, when I was a kid, I used to hit the wall of information. And what that means is there were no more books that I could read about the topic.
And not now.
When I first got on the internet, I was searching everything about home business, network marketing, all that stuff. And I would hit the wall of information. I had read everything. There was nothing. And I used to log in every day, dialing up, dialing up. And I do the searches again, hoping there would be something new, that somebody had published something new. Today, there's so much you can't keep your head on straight. And I like that there's a lot of information. But what I want you guys to really do this year, if you want to, because BeClub.
What do you want us to do, Diane?
Well, you don't got to do it, Alice. You don't got to do nothing.
What if I want to?
Nothing.
Exactly. And that's why for you, I'm going to present something for your consideration. Consider picking a skill and spend the next 90 days or longer if you need to mastering it.
Right.
Because once you master a skill, it will pay you over and over and over again. There's some hype. There's a claim of nothing, because I'm saying pick a skill. Okay. Yesterday I wrote a letter. Okay. I wrote a letter and I don't know how many came in. I wrote a letter to my list about a special that was going on, one of the companies we're involved with. And this morning I woke up to a whole lot of volume that magically popped into my back office of people that were buying something that I told them about. I told them about it through an email because I mastered generating leads and I mastered writing some letters. I picked my nose. My nose was itchy. Who is that? You're not very nice. That's not very nice. Who's giving me grief about rubbing my nose? Now I will scratch my butt. Ready? There you go. That's a skill too. Sometimes it gets itchy. Now, if you really misbehave, I'll scratch somewhere else, kids. So move along. There's another webinar.
Who's misbehaving?
There's another live stream available as we speak. There's all of YouTube. Go, 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 go. I don't know what it was, but be nice. Be nice. They're apologizing. I misinterpreted. Did I misinterpret? I might have. I do apologize. I don't know who it was, but I can't see from here who it was. But I will. Okay, you're being silly. I'm being silly too. I did scratch my butt though. I threw the pants though. I didn't put my hand in the pants. So anyway.
Thank God.
and then sniff my finger. She's like, you're going down the wrong road. Alice, it's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. Oh, everybody's like, she's out of control. Every time I like when I speak with Brian Finale, he's never quite sure what I'm going to do. But in the end, I always wrap it up tight with a bow and sell stuff. So it's all good. But poor Alice is like, she's like, no. Exactly, Terry. It is too much information. It's just a joke. I did for humor. I did scratch my butt on my like jean pocket. But that's it. So point being, I picked skill. And I've demonstrated this lots of times to people, how bad I am at a lot of things. Alice, would you say that I am not exactly the most technical?
Not the most, but you're getting better and better. Like
because I've been doing it for a long time, and I always say I'm on a need to know basis. If I need to know, I'm going to learn it. Like today, I'm going to go learn a new thing.
What you need to know, you know.
Right. But what I don't need to know, or I also have a habit, like for example, one of the programs we work with, and again, we have revenue streams. They're optional. You don't have to be involved in any of them. I had a guy today. He was like, like, do I have to do that? And you don't have to do anything.
No have tos.
And by the way, I hope you guys learn that out in the world. You don't have to join or do anything with anybody. Okay. Sometimes you feel like you have to, or you feel this obligation. You don't have to. But one of the programs that we work with came out with new software a couple of years ago, and I'm one of their leaders, and they said, you can have access to it. What did I do? Nothing. And the reason why is because at the time I had something else that I already knew how to use, and it was intact. So I didn't worry about it. Then they said, guess what? That thing that you used to use is going away in December.
Bye-bye.
So then all of a sudden I needed to know. I'm on a need to know basis. I needed to know the new software. And most of the time I'm like that, except today I'm going to a very secret training where I'm learning to use something new that the minute I saw it, I went, well, that's money. So now it's important. So therefore I learn it. Yeah. So if something isn't important and I don't need to know it, I set it to the side. See, most people they think I have to know everything before I can make money.
Mm-mm.
Wrong thought process. Survey says,
Mhm.
okay.
I thought I had to buy everything.
Yes.
Or
Well,
even worse.
you
Right.
got to be smart. I buy a lot of things. I buy software. I buy books. I buy training. I'm an audiobook girl, really. My Audible is just chock full of things. Every time I get in the car, I go, ooh, what should I listen to today?
Mhm.
Something new, or should I repeat something that I know by heart that I like to listen to more? So I want to make sure everybody's clear. Is information good? Yes, it's a blessing
Yep.
to have the information we have today. Is too much information good?
Nope.
Not so much. Who gets to decide how much or what information you're going to consume? Right?
I do.
Have you guys ever overconsumed?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Alex, have you overconsumed? Not that kind.
Who?
Overconsumed information?
I thought you
Information.
wanted me to go
Not
into
like-
my jail stories.
No, that's for private BeClub events, not the ones that are out in public. By the way, you guys can share this.
No.
You're allowed to share this. And I keep saying, ask the person that shared this with you for an invite to the BeClub, because if somebody wants it and they hit you back, if you're not in the BeClub, get with us and we'll get you in, or whoever shared this with you. But what's really cool is we help you with stuff. So don't be afraid of sharing stuff. I'm not going to usurp everything. Anyway, Alice, have you ever overconsumed information?
Oh yeah, that my brain hurt.
Oh yeah.
And then I just get confused. I don't know which way to go.
And the reason why we do that is because we think we have to, because we have to know everything before we can help someone or before we can sell something. We have to know everything. And that's incorrect information. Okay. It's incorrect.
My line. Sorry.
No, you go.
Okay.
What are you going to say?
My line for that is analysis leads to paralysis. I would just like.
And you are an analyzer because you're an engineer by trade.
Mm-hmm.
So you've been learning how to analyze one thing at a time, which is really cool. When if we create a funnel and who's the first person I called when I found out I was invited to learn this new thing? It's Alice.
Yes. Yeah,
because
exactly.
Alice is a flow queen. That sounds nasty too. Alice is Alice.
I'm not.
Like, if you want to create a systematic approach to something, Alice is your girl. Okay. How many times can she stick her foot in her mouth in 1/2 an hour session? How many times? A lot. Me, not you guys. You guys are very eloquent and delightful and restrained. I am out of control. So when we pick a skill and we sit down and we master it, then what happens is we get paid through that skill over and over and over. So, for example, let's say we're going old school traditional and we want to learn prospecting, which everybody should, right? How to talk to people. I want to change the word. I'm not going to say prospecting, how to talk to people.
Mm-hmm.
My teacher sent me out because I was so caught up, and Alice, you'll enjoy this, because I think a lot of people think that somehow I came out of the womb eloquently talking to people, which I did not. In fact, if anything, I was always
sure.
I'm sure. Ask my mother. I'm too loud, too much, out of control, never shuts up. And the biggest part of learning to talk to people is listening.
Oh, right? You're my sister.
My teacher, and I was trying so hard to sell that when I first met my teacher, he said to me, stop. And he sent me out to learn to talk to people on the streets without selling anything. And his assignment to me was, and I know you've heard this story before, Alice, but it's an exercise worth doing.
It is.
He said, go out and, well, Rebecca, you can't tell people that are watching to friend you up, and you can invite them. You know, somebody else might have invited them. So go get your own invitees and share that on your thing. He sent me out and he said, Diane, I want you to go out and I want you to talk to every Walmart cashier, every Dunkin' Donuts worker, no Dunkin' Donuts in Louisiana. Every gas station attendant.
That beignets though.
Yeah, but you gotta go. It's out of your way, and I don't need beignets on my butt. Ooh, that's a good line. It's okay, Rebecca. I knew you meant well. It's okay, Rebecca. I'm trying to teach you guys how to communicate well, right? And a big part of it is listening. So beignets on my butt. When you come, Christian, we'll go.
I hear an email coming.
It's what you do. Beignets on my butt. Actually, that is a line, and I'm using
2 B's for the BeClub.
Beignets on my butt. So what was I going to say? He sent me out and he said, I want you to go out and learn and practice talking to people. And your assignment is to go out and have conversations with people until somebody is physically, literally, you can tell they're upset that you're leaving. I thought that was the most bizarre assignment under the sun. But I was like, all right, he told me to do it. I'm going to do it because I'm teachable. You know, are you teachable? You're not teachable. Have you ever been told that? You're not teachable. Maybe you're teaching me something that's not right for me. Maybe you're teaching something but communication is right for everybody. I don't care if you do it in person. I don't care if you do it on Messenger. Learn how to talk to people until people are like, oh, sorry, you have to go. So I went out and I would do this, and I would go out and I would notice people's jewelries or their shirts or their sneakers or whatever, and start conversations with them. You know, oh my gosh, is that a mother's ring? Oh, it's a grandmother's ring. Oh, what months? That's April. That looks like June. Is that oh my God, my granddaughter's born in August, and the other one, and they're having this great conversation with me. They feel very important. I noticed something that's important to them. Mm-hmm. But the time that it happened is crazy because I was in a gas station by my house. It was almost time to pick up the kids. I parked my car and I went outside because I would go in and buy a pack of gum or something to have a reason to go in there. Guy is covered head to toe in tattoos. You guys have probably heard this story before. He's covered sleeves, the whole deal. And so I said to him, you know, he's got a nose ring, the whole deal. Like, he looks scary. And I said, can I ask you a question? He goes, maybe. And I said, did you like pre-plan all of it, or did you build on it as you did it? It's beautiful. And then he started telling me his life story through his tattoos. And there was nobody else in the store, and he was like going through, and it was actually quite fascinating about how long it took, and you know, whether it was the same artist or different artist. And I said to him, geez, I have to go. I got to pick up my kids. This has been fascinating. It's really nice to meet you, Mike. He comes out from around the counter to hold the door for me. And he says, Diane, come back anytime. If you need anything, if there's something up with your car, anything, you come in here, I'll take care of you. He goes, it was just such a nice conversation. And in that moment, I realized communication, which we're on a tangent here, but communication and making somebody feel important and heard and listened to and valued is the most important part of it all. And if you guys, there's an old book called The Greatest Networker, which was by John Milton Fogg, who John's a friend of mine. You learn about that in that book, and that skill, because then it would be really easy to say to Mike, well, hey, Mike, just, you know, if you ever need to make any extra money or anything, I did it with an Uber driver the other day. If you ever need to make some extra money or anything, that's what I do for a living. I help people with that. You know, here's my handle on Twitter or whatever. Look me up. So learning communication, okay, really powerful. For me, the biggest skill that I learned was lead generation and writing letters, because that gave me leverage so that I could sit home, write letters, and do magic. So right now, because of a letter I wrote yesterday, I'm in the running to win a trip to Costa Rica. I made, I don't know how much money. I didn't look. I mean, I'm not rich or anything from it, but I did good volume, and I really pumped things up for my month, because we're closing at the end of the month. Right? Any of you guys that are in network marketing, you know what I'm talking about. Was it worth learning that skill once?
Oh, you bet.
Have it forever. And these are two skills, well, actually three skills, because learning to talk to people. Why do people, instead of learning to talk to people, go back to copying and pasting and chasing and that thing? It's because this scares them, right? Mm-hmm. Why do people never set up that, giving you the middle finger, sorry. Why do people never learn to create that simple funnel? Alice can show you how to create a funnel in about 6 minutes, Alice. 6 minutes? Using a done for you.
I think I got it down to 4.
4 minutes. Alice can show you how to create a funnel in 4 minutes. So the tech problem is gone. Okay. And at BeClub, we're making them all the time. Right. I got one that I whipped up the other day. I didn't share it with the whole group, but I think I will, and I'll just edit it and fix it. 120 leads, I think 140 leads on that one thing in a week. It's just a 360 marketing method one. So could everybody use it? Sure. We'll tweak it out. Everybody could use it. Okay. Shelly, can you do me a favor and message me if you got this from me, if it wasn't shared by somebody else, and send me a DM so I can invite you. Although I want to say you're in that group already, Shelly. Maybe not. I'll check. But message me because I won't see the chat from this after, and I want to make sure you get taken care of. So I learned the skill of communication. I learned it in 2005 or 6. By the way, when I started my career in 99, for all those years, I didn't have it. Okay. I learned how to write some, and I learned how to do the script and sell a product, but I didn't have the skill of communication. I was still like hunting. I was out there like hunting, right? Yes, Terry, it's alive, so it will still be on Facebook, wherever you're watching this, or YouTube, wherever you're watching this. So then I learned to write towards the end of like the 2008, 2009, I started writing. I think 2009, I started writing, and I learned lead generation.
She started writing when she was 3.
Yeah. Well, actually, that's a lie, because I did write when I was in my original program, but it was very rudimentary, bad stuff. Okay. It was not good. It was typical hypey MLM-y stuff. So I learned to write. So I learned to write, let's say I learned 2008, 2018, 15 years ago, and I got paid today with a skill that I learned 15 years ago that I executed the skill yesterday for 10 minutes. Pretty powerful.
Very.
And now what I'm going to do real quick, because the offer that I wrote the email about ends, it's noon. It ends in an hour and 15 minutes. So now I'm going to write my list one more time, giving them fair warning that the offer is ending.
Right.
Actually, the offer doesn't end till midnight. The trip raffle, which I don't care about winning. But if I wanted, I could give it to one of my guys. I'm sure somebody would like to go to Costa Rica. Anybody up for Costa Rica? Does Val like Costa Rica?
I'll go.
Yeah. See what I'm saying?
She would die for Costa Rica.
She would die. Like if I said, Alice, if I won the contest and I ran a contest for you guys to win the prize that I won, that would be pretty cool. And
I would win it for Val.
You could go to Val and say, Val, guess what? Not only are we going to the
mystery
Mexican
date.
Riviera, right? Yeah, not mystery honeymoon, baby. Not only are we going to the Mexican Riviera, but we're also going to Costa Rica, baby. And it's beautiful there. My life was changed there. So I'm going to jump off in a couple minutes so I can use my skill again. But what I want you guys to understand, we tend to think that skill, the thing that the other people do, that those magical people do, we think that skill is innate or they were born with it. I am an ADHD learning disabled girl that had trouble in school. Very smart girl. But as far as writing, if you had asked my English teacher in high school, will Diane become a world-class copywriter? She would have laughed. She would have laughed. She would have fell on her ass laughing, because the chances of that happening were nil based upon 11th grade English writing standards. Internet.
I know for me, I thought I wasn't good enough.
And yet,
you blew that out of the water.
That you're better than them all. You're amazing. You're amazing. I remember when I first met you. Well, we won't talk about that. You're amazing. You're amazing.
You're an amazing engineer. Amazing.
I remember when I met Christian, some random man messaged me and said, I'm going to pick you up at the airport for the Higdon event. I was like, who are you? And then I was like, Uber, $50, strange man, bless. Okay, I'll go with the strange man. He had Holly with him. It was
Aren't you glad?
Actually, he came in to help me with my bags and everything. I'm like, who is this guy? I'm very glad. That's how I met Christian. He just randomly messaged me and said, I know you're flying in, because I always document my flying hijinks. He said, what time are you going to be at the airport? I'll pick you up. And I said, I did. I went, strange man picking me up, but he's friends with all these people I know, but he's a strange man, but the Uber's this much. I don't know where I am. Strange man picking me up. I can just walk out I'm going with the strange man.
Cheapskate.
And I'm still hanging out with the strange man.
Such a gentleman.
I'm kidding. He is quite the gentleman. Another day,
Gentleman.
He took care of me when I was sick. When I was sick in the airport, I was sick and he took care of me. So does that make sense to you guys? Pick a skill. I know I'm boring. I know you want to take every class under the sun. I watched some of you guys that were studying with me. You're also posting that you were in this class and this class and this class and this class. It's all at the same time. I don't care who you study with. Doesn't have to be
Pick
me.
one.
I don't care what process you decide to learn, what skill you decide to learn. Just pick one. Because if you would put your head down for 90 days and you would learn a skill, and everybody's heard that, but you don't believe it. I'm here to tell you it's true.
Mm.
If you would pick something and you would work at it, what would happen is you'd
That's
get good. And then that skill would pay you over and over and over again. So when you look at people and you think it's easy for them, because we do that, we go, well, you're so and so, or it's easy for so and so, or they're a natural. It's not easy for them. I'm sitting with one of the highest paid, I'm in the home of one of the highest paid women in the network marketing industry. Trust me, I knew her before. This was not easy for her. She studied and she picked a skill and she mastered it, and she picked another skill and she mastered it. And the hardest part is learning how to manage all the people without managing them, because you have to stay working yourself. It is the biggest advice I could give you. I have one other piece of advice, but I'm not giving it today. I'll come back another day and give you another piece of advice. Pick a skill, commit to it. What, anybody want to tell me in the chat what skill you'd like to commit to? What about you guys? What's your biggest thing that you want to commit to for the rest of the quarter or so, or into the second quarter?
Video.
Yeah.
Okay. Me too.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been doing a lot of TikTok, you guys might have noticed, and I've really upped my game of recent, because I just got more committed to it. So video is the same for you, Christian?
Yeah, I've allowed some of the tech aspects of, it's like, I want to make this look really good from the get-go. So, and it's like, and I gotta learn this, I gotta learn this, I gotta learn this, and then it's gonna look really good. So I never got started.
If you take the time, I'll be right there, Alice, and scroll back on my TikTok. And if you guys aren't following me from TikTok, on TikTok, I'm like 40 people away from 6,000 followers, which isn't a lot, but it's good. I need followers. Christian, if you scroll all the way back, nobody has time to do this, but if you were to, what you'd see is me doing videos where I'm learning. Here's how you, I'm literally saying, here's how you add text. And I learned how to add text. Here's how you use an effect. So the videos were for me to practice, because I figured nobody was watching. And there's a whole bunch of videos.
You left them up?
Yeah, I left them up.
Oh, how cool is that?
Because they say that I like to say that so people can see me at the beginning. And you can go back on my YouTube to 2006, I think, and look, 2006, 2007. You could look at my first videos. But I didn't know what I was doing. I had no idea. I hit the button and I started. But what happens, like just the other day, I learned how to edit much tighter than I ever had before. Because before, for whatever reason, I couldn't get it to work right and I would screw it up. And finally I said, forget it. I'm just going to do it straight. But then, I don't know, all of a sudden I was able to do it. And I think part of it is that need to know basis thing that I'm talking about. Right. What happens is if you start doing something, it just starts to come natural. It's like riding a bike or driving. Remember when you learned to drive a car and it was all like kind of awkward the first several times? And then you get to a point where it's just on autopilot.
Yep.
So now making a TikTok, which, Mark Harbour told me the other day, he made a TikTok that took like 2 hours. I'm like, 2 hours, dude.
Whoa.
But he was mastering a skill. And he said, as soon as I master this skill, I can go really fast. I can do a TikTok in a minute, edited and everything.
Oh, cool.
But that's not because I'm a natural. It's because I picked the skill and decided to master it. So I think a couple of people said, so Tina's going to build a new list. Excellent videos, short videos. Jenny, you got the short videos. You need to work on like your hooks maybe or something. We got to figure out why your videos, although she's had several videos go viral, but I don't think you're getting what you want from your videos yet. And neither am I, by the way. So we have to sit and decode what makes the people respond.
Right.
So it's the decoding. It's not doing them, because Ginny knows how to do them like the back of her hand. I mean, Ginny can teach you how to create a short form video in a half an hour. So going live and offering your programs video, good skills. What I would recommend before I leave you to go to my training, guys, focus on communication inside of all of those things. And communication is all about understanding the person you're talking to. It's really, when we come back to listening, like right now, I'm doing a lot of videos about midlife women who are in transition. I'm speaking into what's happening in their lives because it happened in my life. And I'm getting a huge amount of response all of a sudden. When I was just talking about home business stuff, I wasn't getting a huge amount of response because right now I'm speaking into the heart of people. So when we work on communication, every other medium we use, it changes because we're starting to understand the people. Like the guy with the tattoos, I have absolutely nothing in common with him. I sought to understand him. Stephen Covey said, seek first to understand, then to be understood. So I asked him questions so I could understand. I don't understand. I'm not, and by the way, no way critical, because I thought it was fascinating and cool. And I think a lot of people have beautiful tattoos. But to me, the idea of sitting through all that pain to cover your body, I don't understand it. For him, it was telling his life story with art on himself. It's important that I come to understand. So if somebody wants to work from home or make extra money, if I understand why, they feel much better about working with me. If I don't understand them, whether it's they're stuck in corporate and they're miserable, whether they want to be with their kids, whether they have an elderly parent they need to care for, whether they want to invest to, just invest. That, a lot of people are talking about being cash heavy right now, because if the economy really does what they say it does, the more cash you have on hand, you're going to be able to buy everything at a steal, whether it's real estate, stocks, whatever. So maybe some people are just smart right now and going, I want to be cash heavy. I want to be cash heavy. That's why I'm downsizing my whole life right now in order to be cash heavy when that opportunity comes. Maybe it will never come and I'll just go out and buy another house and whatever. But right now I'm downsizing to upsize.
Right.
I don't know if that makes sense. So I've just cut my expenses into a fraction of what they were.
But you can't build a new foundation on top of an existing house. You got to take the house away and rebuild from scratch.
And that's so the same thing with business. Hey, Terrence, I'm just starting fresh. Yes, I happen to have the cushion of my residual income from the past and the skills I have from the past, but everything's fresh. And that it gives me juice. It gives me that excitement of going out and doing it one more time. I haven't been in network marketing to any large extent. I have been, but I haven't been for a long time. I've built overseas. I have groups overseas. I haven't been in the States doing this. I haven't had a club like this in a long time. I haven't done a lot of things in a long time. I haven't gone live or spoken as much as I'm doing right now in ages. So I'm shining up the old skills, creating some new ones.
Back.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's good to be back. It's good to be with everybody, and especially you guys, because you're just the top of you're just great people. And that's what BeClub is about. It's about great people learning skills. It's not about flashy, experienced people. That you guys are very experienced. But what I mean is everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome. You just have to have the right attitude or want to get the right attitude. Last night we had a meditation on self-love. We're going to have some fear meditations coming up on fear of video or fear of different things, because it affects a lot of people. Wow, you moved to Puerto Morelos, Mexico. You're going next week. That's cool, Terrence. I love that. Excellent, excellent, excellent. See, a lot of people, they're making the decision right now. This energy of this time is an energy of less. And that's really what I'm teaching you guys here. In an industry that's always telling you more, I'm telling you less jumping all over, more focus on an individual skill set that'll pay you over and over and over. Less of everything, more of the things that are going to get you paid. And that's busy. That's the deal. That's it.
Less
you gotta run, Diane.
Well, they always say less is more. And I'm the girl. I mean, what do I have? I have that one little website I've been using for years that I've done millions and millions in volume with. And people always go, well, your website's dumb, or you don't have a giveaway, or you don't have this. I'm like, seems to be working for me. Seems to be working for me. And I appreciate when somebody is more technical or is better at I'm ADHD. So I'm challenged with too many things. That's why everything is one thing. There's only one thread in my business. That's it. You guys are amazing. If Alice and Kristen shared this, I don't know that they did, but if they didn't, they will. Get back to them if you're seeing them on their wall. If you see me in any of my venues, definitely get back to me ask for an invite to the B Club. If any of the other B Club members shared this, hit them up, say, hey, I want to get inside. There's stuff we do outside, but all the real stuff is inside.
Oh, yeah.
And then if
Yeah.
you do choose to get involved in any of our revenue streams, there's another deeper layer. You have to go through the security and know the secret code, and we scan your eyes and take DNA. And no, we don't.
Ear scan.
Then there's the handshake.
Oh, well, the secret handshake is not, we do not reveal it yet.
No, that's for all
Do not.
five.
It's like our gang sign. And we do have
Wow.
hot pink and black are our gang colors.
Like we hold our phone sideways, like, ugh.
Yeah, I know, right? We have a whole thing. When my kids were in high school, they used to do this thing, and they all said that this was a gang sign. Maybe it is. Maybe I don't know what it is. My daughter's like, don't do it. But they used to do this like secret because they said it was some gang sign, and it was like this big joke amongst all of them. So we do need a. Can we just do like coo 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 or some other strange thing?
No, do your boo.
Oh, the.
Yeah, when-
See, if you can't vibrate your tongue properly, you can't do that. That's how we propagate our letter sets in our funnels. We give you a code, and you put in the code, and you hit enter, and it goes. That's how it works. All right, I gotta go.
I tried to do that on the training video, and I couldn't
Yeah, you
get
got
it.
like 3 minutes.
I'll record a sound effect for you guys.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Make sure the
yes,
microphone.
Cool.
Jenny, it's not hearts. It's not hearts. Thank you, Terrence. I'm coming down the road. I'm feeling a lot better. Thank you. Next time I'll put on makeup and maybe even brush my hair. But for today,
No.
Hmm?
I'll brush my hair too.
yeah,
Cool.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Do you need to borrow some? I can just cut some off over like right about here, and we
I'll
can
wear it.
scotch tape it
I'll
on. And
extensions and like sticky tape it on you. Like,
there you go.
or
Double stick tape.
double-sided carpet.
It's a look. It's a look. All right, kids. I will see you guys later. Ask for an invite to the B Club if you're not in there. If you are in there, stay plugged in. Make sure you turn your notifications on so you know what's going on. We have Ginny coming up with, she has a whole series on marketing one-on-one. All of those definitions and those things that people whip off that maybe you kind of never really knew, and now you feel foolish asking somebody what it means. Ginny's going to cover all of them so that everybody's on an even playing field, and you don't have to feel like that anymore. For some of you, it's a great fit. For some of you guys, you know the stuff. So either way, it's perfect. And then I think Alice and Christian have some things coming up. Christian's going to do some cool health stuff. Alice tends to be the person who helps us with, both Ginny and Alice do, with getting set up. So like when you get inside, if you decide to participate in revenue streams, Alice or Ginny will help you set up your link list in minutes, so that we want you up and running. You don't need to learn to build a car. You just need to learn to drive a car.
Yeah, isn't that an interesting concept? You know, why do we need to know all those details about everything? Well,
You don't. Well, I choose not to. All right, I'm out. You guys, thank you for coming on with me. You're muted. I think you're muted for Dennis or something, but I will see you later, Miss Alice.
Yeah, he was dancing to Guns N' Roses.
Really? I need video. I need video of my.
It's on my page. It's on my
is it?
profile.
Check out.
Mhm.
Alice has a.
He was
African
watching a
baby.
bird dancing to Guns N' Roses.
Very cool. Terry Lynn, message me, or I'll catch up with you, and we'll go from there. All right, everybody.
All right.
Beautiful day. I'll see you guys later. Alice, I'll catch your message as soon as I can. And I will not scratch my butt anymore or pick my nose or any of these things. I will be very clean and lovely.
All right.
And ladylike.
Okay.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye-bye.